On all these top 10 countdown videos, sometimes the viewers, you guys, suggest ones to do. So today I'm going to do one. I'm actually going to do two, but today is one by Bring the Winter, one of my favorite commenters. Bring the Winter, I don't know why your name is like that. Do you really want winter to come? Are you Team Frost? What's going on? The only thing I like about Bringing the Winter is if she thinks it's smaller, you can say, because it's cold outside. Thanks for tuning into the Extreme Channel. My name is Mr. X. Big part of the channel is all about high-end collectibles. Some people ask why I say that every time. There's a ton of new viewers every day. So today we're doing another top 10 countdown list. I've been doing these for about 3 or 4 months, and we've been talking about top 10 countdowns of these statues, of these philosophies, of these reasons. So the suggestion by Bring the Winter, hey, as you saw in the title, we're going to count down the top 10 themes that I have in my collection. And it's actually 14, but 10 sounds better. And whenever I do these countdowns, I do them based off of two things. Based off of statues that I own and or have seen or maybe have coming in, because I don't want to judge statues I've never seen before. It's always based on my opinion. So most of the time, you should disagree with some of my choices. Every once in a while, people comment that I left those bloopers in to let you know sometimes I think of the first part of the sentence, but not the second one, because I typically don't plan what I'm going to say. If it's a top 10 countdown like it is now, I do plan what's going to be on the list, but that's about it. But a lot of times people say that they can't believe I shouldn't have chosen that one. It was a bad move. It was wrong. It's my opinion. My opinion is not wrong. My taste, my preference is not wrong. So I chose 14 different themes that I have in the collection, and I'm going to show you pictures here on this. But before I do, we are actually doing more statue giveaways. Check it out. We are going to hit 20,000 subscribers in 2020. To do that, we're giving away a statue every 2,500 subs. At 15,000 subs, the winner will get to choose between these two PCS Mortal Kombat statues. Make sure that you've liked this video, you've subscribed to the channel, and you've hit that bell notification. Then stay tuned towards the end of this video to find out how to enter. So this first one, I actually don't have all these particular pieces within this theme together. I just have some of them. These first ones are actually video game statues. So this is Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, and then I have a Sonic, and I have a hopes of a waitlist converting for a Yoshi and a Mario. Check it out right here. I have these right next to my MAME arcade game. I absolutely love these games. These are some of the few games that I love. Maybe I love them as a child. Maybe I love them as an adult. Maybe I just love the characters. But very, very cool. I do have a few one-off video game pieces, like in the Prime 1 Arkham line or in or Bloodborne. I have a Witcher piece, but those are one-offs I don't really consider with this collection. Number 13, I didn't know how to label this. So I'm going to label this as my childhood nostalgia, and hopefully I know how to spell nostalgia right there. But this is my childhood nostalgia. This originally was the turrets that you see here from the 1990s Prime 1 Studios movie. We have Masters of the Universe on top. We have some Thundercats coming in. I used to have my G.I. Joe, Prime 1 G.I. Joe statues before I sold them. But this is kind of my childhood cartoons and growing up, the memories of this nostalgia right over here. Now to kind of give you an idea, the way I ranked these was sometimes you need to completely change directions with your collection. Which themes would I get rid of first? So that kind of gives you an idea. Number 12 was really surprising to me, but number 12 was my Star Wars stuff. I'm a huge Star Wars fan, but realistically, even though some of the statues are amazing, I think I would give this up. I'm surprised it came in at number 12, but it definitely did, even though I have some awesome pieces. I could see myself giving this up, not today or tomorrow, but a year or two down the road for sure. Number 11, I think, is because when I'm filming this one actually a few weeks early, is I don't have my new display cases for it. I think my opinion would change if I got my Maji cases in that I've been waiting a while for. But this is my bust collection, my full-size bust. I hate where these are displayed. I hate how these are going to be displayed. As I said, I have some Maji cases coming in. I think that'll totally change the way I see them. I think they would be much higher on the countdown list because some of the pieces are simply amazing. But for now, it comes in at number 11. Number 10 is actually a theme I was going to get rid of, but I ended up finding room at my new office for these, and I did a countdown of the top pieces in this theme. This is the Spider-Man pieces. And while I'm not a huge fan of Spider-Man in the comics, I'm kind of indifferent. I like reading some of them. I'm a huge Venom fan, as you know. These pieces are amazing. Most of them are XM Studios, a few customs. I love what XM Studios is doing with those villains, and that's why I decided to keep this. Plus, they all just look great together, and I think Spider-Man is universally loved, not by everybody, but by a huge portion of people, so a lot more people appreciate it. Number 9, I'm shocked. I thought this would be much higher in the list, and it may be the way I have it displayed, but this is my Throne collection. You guys know I love Throne pieces. I like how they all look together. But I thought this would be number 1 or 2, but realistically, it is number 9, which shocked the hell out of me. I still love the pieces. Maybe they're too big, they take up too much space. I don't know what the reasoning behind it is, but number 9 is my Throne pieces. I thought this would be number 1 or 2 for sure. Number 8 is right behind me. It's my movie pieces. It's a mix of horror and heroes, and then a few miscellaneous in there. But I really like these. I'm a huge movie guy. I own a couple thousand Blu-ray/DVDs. I don't get to watch as much anymore. Probably a couple hundred of those are still wrapped up, and I've never even watched them because I need to get around to it. But I love these pieces. It brings some of my childhood to life. It brings some of my adulthood to life. Very cool. I love my movie collection. Number 7 is kind of an offset within the movie collection. It's actually my aliens. I love my alien pieces. I love the alien character. I love some of the alien movies. I am getting an entire Predator line. I just have one right now, but I have 6 or 7 more coming. So Predator would have been one of these themes. I'm surprised this actually isn't higher. It probably should be higher in this list, but I don't think I could ever see myself selling these. Number 6 is the Prime 1/3 DC line. I love these pieces. These are probably some of my favorite painted and sculpted pieces. If I had to pick, okay, what's on average the most consistent, the best, I would say these. And I never planned to collect this route. It actually, I ended up buying one and then I got hooked and I bought more and more. And you guys have seen, I've done a countdown of these. I think I've owned 31 total, including the ones I've sold and the ones I have coming in. These are magnificently done and the museum poses just look great together. Number 5 is a recent line I've been getting into is my anime stuff. And not only is this higher up on the list because the pieces look simply amazing, but I've really started to get into these. Like I'm reading all the Berserk stuff. I'm learning more and more about DBZ and some of these offshoot characters like Attack on Titan. I love my anime collection and it's something that I shouldn't be that surprised that I like it that much because it's huge worldwide. Number 4 I almost forgot about. But this is my Transformers collection. This is the rabbit hole I didn't want to go down, but I'm very thankful I did. Even though, like I said, I believe a bunch of the movies were a flop, at least in my opinion. And let me clarify, when I say flop, I just mean not entertaining. But the characters are awesome, and the way that all these different companies have done the characters are fantastic. And as a child, I loved Transformers growing up. Number 3 is actually a tie, and they're both based off of a character. So first, number 3 tie is my Venom collection. This is going to be hard to give up. If I ever got to the point where, hey, Mr. X, you need only collect one of each character, I still think I would keep most of my Venoms because I like the different takes on Venom. I think it's just done magnificently and they look so good together. Very big fan of my Venom collection, but also equally a fan of my Hulk collection. Same thing. There's so many different takes on him, so many different variants. And growing up, he was my favorite probably for the first 10 years I was into comics. And I still love him to this day. I cannot wait till they make an awesome live-action movie with just Hulk. I was a fan of the Edward Norton film. Not a huge fan, but it was pretty good. But I think they could do way better. Number 2 is a weird line. Number 2 is the XM Studios Samurai line. This is so cool because it's so different. And I have most of the pieces. There's one old one I haven't. I think in the end, I'm going to have all but 2 of what they order, but they keep coming out with new awesome concepts and designs. So this could go away simply for the fact that it might become too big.
That's what she said.
But a big fan of the XM Samurai line. So if you haven't guessed, the one I will never get rid of is my X-Men line. I also think this is displayed the most prominent in my collection. I love the X-Men characters. I grew up with them in the comics. I can't wait for the MCU to reboot them and hopefully they don't destroy them or ruin them. But this always holds a special place in my heart. I love my X-Men collection. I love everything about it. And I cannot wait for some of the new pieces that are even coming in. So now is when I want you to comment what is your favorite theme in your collection or even Mr. X's collection. And the reason why I want you to comment is right here. To win one of these Mortal Kombat statues, all you have to do is comment on a video. At 15,000 subscribers, I'm going to pick a random video and pick a random comment. That person will win the prize. They can choose between these two pieces. Also, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Stay tuned, guys. We got a lot more top 10 countdown lists. We have a lot more statue reviews. I got some news segments coming out for the channel that are really exciting. So make sure you've hit that Mr. X logo, subscribed, hit that bell notification, and check out some of these other countdown lists. I will talk to you tomorrow. Take care.